Let's delve into the top 5 highest heists in the world, exploring the details of each, from the culprits and suspects to the ingenious methods employed in pulling off these audacious crimes.
Number 1. The Great Train Robbery of 1963. The total amount robbed was £2.6 million, which is equivalent to approximately £50 million today. The robbery was led by Bruce Reynolds. The gang included notable figures such as Ronald Biggs, Charlie Wilson, and Roy James. On August 8, 1963, a Royal Mail train was targeted en route from Glasgow to London. The robbers intercepted the train in a remote area known as Sears Crossing, tampering with the signals to bring it to a halt. Once stopped, the gang overwhelmed the crew and made off with a substantial sum, primarily consisting of banknotes. The heist was a meticulously planned operation involving months of reconnaissance and coordination. The gang's success was short-lived, with most of the members apprehended within a few years. Bruce Reynolds received a 25-year sentence, but was released in 1978. Some members managed to evade capture for an extended period, most notably Ronald Biggs, who escaped from prison and lived in various countries before voluntarily returning to the UK. Number 2. Banco Central Heist of 2005. The total amount robbed was approximately $70 million. The culprits included Antonio Josevan Alves Reis and a group of co-conspirators. In one of the most audacious heists in modern history, the Banco Central Heist took place in Fortaleza, Brazil. The criminals spent 3 months digging a 78-meter-long tunnel from a rented house to the Banco Central's vault. The tunnel was equipped with lighting, ventilation, and even reinforced walls. The heist occurred over a weekend, with the criminals entering the bank, disabling the alarms, and then hauling away 5 containers filled with cash. The use of the tunnel allowed the thieves to bypass the bank's security systems entirely. The authorities apprehended some of the individuals involved in the heist, and substantial amounts of money were recovered. However, many of the key figures remained at large. Antonio Josevan Alves Reis, the mastermind, was eventually captured in 2006, but died in prison under mysterious circumstances. Number 3. Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Company, Heist of 2015. The total amount robbed was estimated at £14 million, though some reports suggest it could be as high as £35 million. The heist was committed by a group of elderly thieves, including Brian Reeder, Terry Perkins, Daniel Jones, John Collins, and others. Over the Easter weekend in 2015, a gang of elderly criminals, dubbed the Bad Grandpa, drilled into the vault wall of the Hatton Garden Safe Deposit Company in London. The thieves, all experienced in their trade, exploited their knowledge of the building's security flaws. They disabled the alarm system and spent hours inside the vault, rifling through safety deposit boxes containing cash, jewelry, and other valuables. The gang members were eventually apprehended, and in 2016 they were sentenced to various prison terms ranging from 6 to 7 years. However, some of the stolen loot remains unrecovered, and the heist highlighted the vulnerabilities in the security systems of supposedly impenetrable vaults. Number 4. Securitas Depot Robbery of 2006. The total amount robbed was approximately £53 million. The heist was orchestrated by Lee Murray, a former mixed martial artist, along with a group of accomplices. On the night of February 21, 2006, a gang of armed men kidnapped the manager of the Securitas depot in Tonbridge, Kent, along with his family. The criminals then forced the manager to cooperate in disarming the security systems and loading cash into a stolen container truck. The operation was meticulously planned, involving the use of disguises, stolen vehicles, and careful timing. Lee Murray, the mastermind, was arrested in Morocco in 2006 and later extradited to the UK. In 2010, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Other members of the gang received varying sentences. The authorities managed to recover a significant portion of the stolen money. Number 5. Banco Central Burglary of 1987. The total amount robbed was $70 million. The heist was led by Antonio Josevan Alves Reis, the same mastermind behind the Banco Central Heist of 2005, along with accomplices. In a precursor to the 2005 heist, Antonio Josevan Alves Reis and his gang targeted the Banco Central in Fortaleza once again. This time, they opted for a more direct approach, renting a nearby commercial property and drilling into the bank's vault from underneath. The gang meticulously bypassed the bank's security systems, making away with a colossal sum of cash. While the authorities managed to recover a portion of the stolen money, Antonio Josevan Alves Reis was arrested and sentenced to a lengthy prison term. However, his involvement in subsequent heists demonstrates the challenges faced by law enforcement in curbing the activities of seasoned criminals. In conclusion, these heists stand as testament to the ingenuity and audacity of criminals who, for a brief moment, managed to outsmart the systems designed to prevent such acts. While some perpetrators faced justice, others eluded capture, leaving a legacy of intrigue and mystery surrounding these high-stakes crimes. The world continues to be fascinated by the daring exploits of these individuals as their stories blur the line between fiction and reality.